Well, I came away a little bit concerned about the fact that that Baker Mayfield and the first team offense going against the second team defense was beat by Case Keenum and his second team offense going against primarily the first team defense. I just thought that that was a little bit concerning with the opener coming up 13 days from now. Now, the sky is not falling. Let's not overreact to this. They haven't game planned anything. They haven't picked out exactly what Baker Mayfield does best. They haven't identified, quite like Alex Van Pelt said last week, who they are yet when Baker Mayfield is in there. But I came away from it still a little bit worried about that. And then after the move the ball periods, Baker was given one last chance they were both given one last end of game situation, separate from all of that, just before we walked out. And the practice ended with Baker Mayfield with, down 6 at the 10-yard line with a chance to win the football game. And that's important. That's what you need to do. And he was picked off in the end zone by safety Javon Moffitt on a pass for Donovan People-Jones from the 10. And that's just not how you want to end your practice. That's not how sometimes you play, quite often you play the way you practice. And I just didn't think that was a good way to end it. And so therefore, for the sake of the Browns and the offense, I hope Baker Mayfield goes back and looks at this film and comes back with even more of a sense of urgency.
Yeah, if Moffitt doesn't make the team, he'll always have that, his end zone interception of Baker Mayfield. Keenum looked good. He looked sharp. He looked like when he dropped back, he knew exactly where he was going. There weren't a lot of, there was a couple I know he checked down on, but he just seemed to have a real command of where he was going, and he was moving the ball. There weren't a lot of, third downs that I remember when he had the offense out there with the second team. With Baker, there was a lot more decision-making, it seemed like, a lot more trying to figure out where he's going to go. It really was a slow start, but I thought the offense got better as they went along. Even with the way it ended there, the offense with Baker still had its moments. And like one of our subtexters texted, he replied to something I posted saying, "Talk me off the ledge," and my reply was, Baker Mayfield's not the only one out there trying to learn a new offense.
You guys want some unofficial stats?
Ooh.
Sure.
Of course you do. I had Case Keenum 10 of 12 for 139 and 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield 11 of 14 for 156. Now that's not counting those 2 red zone periods at the end. So that's just counting those 2 quarters when they moved the ball. And how about David Njoku? 3 catches for 86 yards. I said in our text to Football Insiders when I sent out some observations that it was like David Njoku and Damian Ratley were back from the dead today.
But if you just look alone at what Baker Mayfield and the first team offense was able to do, it still has a ways to go. Again, like Scott said, I don't think the sky is falling. I don't think it's time to panic. They're going to pull out what they do well. We know they're going to be able to run the ball. We absolutely know they're going to be able to run the ball. And you know what else? Maybe they're, trying to make it, send a message to the Ravens that they suck.
It's all this gamesmanship.
Lull them into a false sense of security and have the Ravens over there saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter. We've got this. They look horrible over there in Cleveland." But no, I do think that they've got to go back to the drawing board and they've got to find out what Baker Mayfield feels comfortable with. Because remember this about Baker Mayfield. Not only does he have new language going through his mind, he's got new footwork, he's got a new scheme, new players, and they never had much time to put this on the grass. So naturally, Case Keenum, who knows this offense better than Baker does and has worked for Kevin Stefanski before and went 11-3 under Kevin Stefanski as his quarterbacks coach in Minnesota, he's going to look a little bit smoother in it right now. But Baker's going to get it together. I don't think it's time to really worry about this yet.